Okay, here we go. Our objective for today, I can define the coordinate plane and plot points. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. I can define the coordinate plane and plot points. Let's read it again. 1, 2, 3. I can define the coordinate plane and plot points. All right. So we already did the introduction yesterday, but today we're going to take notes and make sure that we have everything that we need to understand in regards to the coordinate plane. So, what is the coordinate plane? Definition. Coordinate plane. A plane containing a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical number line that is the y-axis. The intersection of these axes are called the origin. What does that look like? Like this. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the point of origin. Non-example. Look at this one. So as you're finishing copying that, the other information that we wrote down yesterday, if you remember, what are these called? Quadrants. Very good. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Copy that, please. I'll give you some time. Go. Here we go. Here's the definition. Coordinate plane. The coordinate plane contains a horizontal line, here it is, which is the x-axis, a vertical line, which is the y-axis, and the intersection, which is this point right here, is the point of origin. Remember that? And it has quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, look at this non-example. Tell your neighbor why this is not a coordinate plane, please. Okay, on the non-example, why is this not a coordinate plane? Go ahead, Amelia. Okay, this is the horizontal one. It doesn't have the vertical number line. Does everybody see that? So, what do we need to write that is more, like, for example, look up, please. So look at the coordinate plane. Don't look at the definition. Look at this. What does a coordinate plane have? What would be something that you tell somebody that it has? Brian. It has quadrants. So the first thing, write 4 quadrants. What else? Manny. X and Y axes. And what is the last thing that it has? Jose. Very good. The point in the middle. It's called the origin. Nice. Write it down, please. So like that, when people ask you, what is the coordinate plane? Well, it has the x and y axes, 4 quadrants, and the point of origin. Origin. Or a point in the middle. Yes. All right. So write these steps down, please. Steps. To plot points, plot means to place them on the coordinate plane, kind of like graphing. To plot points, I use the x value to move away from the point of origin. And how do I move? Using the number of the indicated horizontal step. So the number that they give us for x, that's how many steps we're going to go away from the point of origin. Step 2, move from that location the number of indicated vertical steps. That means going up or down, depending on the number they give us. And then at the end, we plot the point and label it. Copy that, please. So, just to get us straight with the graphing before we get there, first let's be clear on quadrants. Look up, please. Look at these next examples. You don't have to copy them. It's just a practice, all right? Here we go. Pens down, eyes on the screen. Look up. So, question is, Identify the quadrant that contains each point. So look at point T. Point T. I'm focused on this one right now. Tell your neighbor what quadrant that is in. Azul, what quadrant? So this is on Q1. Very good. How about point S? Brian. Oh, quadrant 4. That is correct. How about W? Point W. Anissa. Everybody look at Anissa. Where is it located right now? There's point W. Okay, but what quadrant? In the middle of the 1 and the 2. That is correct. Quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Does everybody see that? 1 and 2. All right, let's go to the next one. Look up, please. Look at this one. Don't say it out loud. Okay? So, share with your neighbor which quadrant is each of these points in. Okay, let's see. How about Michaela? Point N. Point N, what quadrant? She says second quadrant. Hands if you agree. That is correct. Pass it to someone. Point X. Mario. Point X. Huh? Quadrant 3, that is correct. And the last one, pass it to someone. I couldn't hear. Sorry. Johnson, go. All 4, that is correct. Since it's in the point of origin, it covers quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. What's that? Yes, all 4. Okay, here we go. Let's continue. Be nice. All right, look up. Pay attention. Everybody ready? Here it goes. So, to plot a point on the graph, we start at the point of origin, and then we use the x value to move first, and then the y value to move second. So watch. Let's say I give you the point 3, 2. Pay attention, please. This is my x coordinate. Is that correct? Yes. So I start in the center, and I move 3 steps to the right because it's a positive. So I go 1, 2, 3, up to right there. And then this tells me to go 2 steps from here, where to? Up, because it's still a positive. So then I go up, and then I plot my point right there. You ever see what I did? But we always start at the point of origin. So check this out. So let's say I gave you now the point -5, comma 3. I start where? At 0, at the point of origin. And I go which direction? Okay, hold on. Here it goes. This is the x value. I start at the point of origin. I go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up 3 steps, and I plot my point. There it is. Is everybody following? Yes. Next. Let's say I give you the point -3, comma -4. I start at the point of origin. I go 3 steps to the left and 4 to the down. There it is. And the last one, I'm going to plot one over here. Who can give me a coordinate for quadrant 4? Luis. 2, -2. Let's see. Start here. I go 2 to the right, 2 down, and yes, that is in quadrant 4. Everyone understand what we're doing? All right, so let's look at the next example. Look up, please. Don't say this out loud. In your noodle first, in your brain. Plot D. Don't say it out loud. Keep it to yourself. And what quadrant is that point in, James? Sorry? Quadrant 1. Does everybody agree with that? Yes? Yeah, let's see. I start at the point of origin, 3, 3, and I plot my point. Yep, there it is. So it's right here. Point E. What quadrant is that one? Go ahead. What quadrant? Quadrant 3. Let's see. We start at the center. We go 2 this way, 3 down, and yes, it's in quadrant 3. And the last one, Natalie. Quadrant 4. Let's double check. 3 and -5. Yep, quadrant 4. Everybody got it? Okay, let's go to this last one. Look at this one. Don't say it out loud. Okay. Tell your neighbor which quadrant is each of these in. Go. All right, let's see. Point D. What quadrant? Let's see. Jimena. Quadrant 1. There it is. B. Brian. Quadrant 2. Yep, and the last one is right there. All right. So now that we know how to graph, next we're gonna play a game, right? So I'm gonna stop the video right here and make sure you, if you want some extra practice, just go to your book and look for plotting points on the coordinate plane.